Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, October 10th, 2015, and the dog days of summer are long since behind us, and now the bass are feeding hot and heavy in preparation for the coming winter. So I've come down here to a local pond to see if I can't cash in on the smorgasbord. There's a fish. Little largemouth. Oops. Don't want to get a handful of crankbait hooks. There we go. There we go. Another little cookie cutter bass. Took me a little while to figure out what these fish were keyed in on, but I saw some juvenile bluegill swimming around, so I switched over to this shallow diving Rapala. And I actually made a modification of this lure. If you can see the lip, I shaved the lip way down. So that makes the lure run extremely shallow, only a couple of inches below the surface. So it almost acts like a wake bait now, but it's got an extremely subtle wiggle. And sometimes in the cool to cold water, fish don't want a ton of action. They just want something really, really subtle. That modification has served me very well over the years. There's a fish. Pretty much as soon as it hit the water, he got it. There we go. A little bit better. Still not quite the size we really want. Okay, so I decided to stretch this video out a little bit instead of just giving you a handful of dink bass to watch. This is actually day 2 of our local pond trek. It's October 11th, it's Sunday, and we're here at Spring Lake in Monmouth County. And I'm going to start out throwing a chatterbait. This is a bait that I don't fish with very often. I just started using it recently, and this is going to be a learning experience for me too. So hopefully I can figure out how this lure works and get me some nice bass today. There's a fish. Little tiny thing. I didn't even know he hit it. You want to know something? That's actually my first fish ever on a chatterbait. It's not very impressive. Hopefully I'll get some bigger ones. Fish. That's a good one. Come on. Yeah! Look at him. It's maybe a 2.5 pounder. Maybe a little less. It looks a little skinny, but quality fish, no less. Oh, still thrashing around. He was angry. I could tell. He did not like this chatterbait in his mouth. There's a fish. Hit him right off those sticks. There we go. Not bad. Maybe a pound or so. He hit it fierce. He was hungry. Okay, well here's stop number 3. I'm at Lake Manalapan in Middlesex County. I've actually never fished this lake this late in the season before, and I can tell right away that the water's stained. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with this this black and blue chatterbait for a little bit, see if I can get any reaction strikes, and we'll take it from there. There's a fish. That's a good fish too. Wow. Oh, he's barely hooked. Barely hooked. Come on. Oh, ha! Yes. Something told me to take off that chatterbait and put on this lipless crank. Boy, he was all over it. That's a chunky fish. That's a 3+. That's a really good fish. Not too bad. Oof. Well, I think that's going to do it for fishing this week, everybody. 2 days, 3 ponds, and a bunch of bass, and a great time had. Doesn't get much better than that. And all these ponds were in very reasonable driving distance of my apartment. So it just goes to show you that you don't have to burn a lot of gas if you want to catch a lot of bass. That was terrible. You have my sincerest apologies. But thank you all for joining me this weekend, and I will see you on the next adventure.